Good afternoon. It's Friday, May 16th. May 2-4 long weekend, Friday. Got some rain last night. I think 10 millimeter was kind of the average in the area. So we had the morning off. It's 3 in the afternoon right now. We're gonna walk around the planter, get it all serviced. And there's 75 acres of beans we can plant tonight. Pulled it in the shop last night. But yeah, we definitely put the wing stop in just in case. Historically, it's never settled, but with my luck, it would settle. So I had one of my row cleaners fall off the other day. They're held on by a fancy little turn nut with a roll pin through it. And then that piece catches and locks to make sure it doesn't work its way down or up as you're going across the field. That's my second one to fall off now. So I guess a new project for the planter before next year is to replace all those roll pins, but I'm going to MacGyver. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get that little top hat piece this weekend, so let's see what we can do here. I think something like that should temporarily work. Bolt still hits the stop. When I put the planter in the ground, it doesn't come up very much. So it shouldn't work its way around. The wire should really be zip tied out of the way, but it shouldn't be any weaker than the roll pin. That's a grade A bolt, so. And if I have to, I can take the bolt out and turn this by hand to adjust, which I should have done. I'm going to do. There. It's temporary permanent. I might have to check it every once in a while just to make sure that the bolt has to work all the way through and around and then all the way through again to be able to move, but I don't really adjust them that often anymore. Not as much as I used to, so it's mainly just when you really adjust seed depth that these have to change, so yeah, I think we're getting there. When I was greasing, I realized that one of these bearings is going out, which is annoying because this is only the second season on them. We had this style on our old corn planter and they were awesome. Like we had spikes almost worn out on them, but that's annoying. And now I don't have the spacers because this is a different style. I'm glad it happened here because I wouldn't be able to put a new wheel on anyway. I gotta go spare parts bin and find spacers. Walk over to this beautiful disaster. Here's one. It's technically an old bearing, but it would probably work. Yep. Oh, no, 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 no. Good stuff. 2 spacers. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is for parts storage. I think obviously a nice separate room with a gazillion shelves and nicely labeled. That's kind of the space we dedicated to it upstairs there, and it didn't really go how I was hoping it to go, but I've tried the totes with the sealed lids, and then you can't tell really what's in your totes, and so now we've got it on skids. So like this is sprayer, pump, plumbing, mowers, corn planter, combine, I believe that's also combine, corn head parts, combine as well. Wow, combine. That's the baler up there. Tillage is those 2. Harvester, merger. It really, we need to go through and organize everything. I hate throwing stuff out because I can't name the amount of times that having something sitting here, which I know where everything is until people move it on me, but I can't name how many times I've been able to MacGyver something in the middle of the night. Like we've got a million old hydraulic hoses that we took off and changed because they were due, they were rubbed, but they weren't blown yet. Just stuff like that gets you through sometimes, but having a hose crimper would be really nice, but I'm skeptical that we'd ever stock the fittings needed to make that hose at 2 in the morning, so I don't know. That's cheap and dirty, and there's definitely better ways to do it, but this has worked for us so far. I bet I can't even reuse the same bolt. That I cannot. Need a longer bolt. Yay. I think I should do the trick. Put the lock on it in. Yeah, so just because I hate walking. It's almost way too long, but good as new. Good as new. One advantage to it raining every other day now, it seems, is nobody wants to cut to get the harvester rolling again, which means we were able to get the guys' weekend off, which I'm sure they appreciate. But yeah, it's really starting to snowball the chopping schedule a little bit. Looks like tonight chance of rain, and then we're good till Wednesday at some point. So depending how much rain we get, hopefully we can throw some mowers in the field tomorrow and be chopping again by doubt we'll be doing Sunday. Hopefully chopping Monday, if I got that right. All the days kind of blend together at this point, but you get the point. We had a bin building company come out for quoting this morning to build another 1,400 ton bin, and in behind the dryer there's a 2,500 ton bin, a 48 by 18 ring or something like that, 17 ring. See how that goes. Dad is out looking at some used bins right now, whether that's a more viable option. A couple smaller cheaper ones. See if we can mainstream this this elevator. For the last 2 or 3 years, we've shipped out almost as much corn at harvest. Does anybody else know the joys of storing wheat long term? And cutting holes in your bin to get it out? We're pretty sure it was touching the roof on the far side of this bin. And yeah, climbed up and looked, but you couldn't see in. It was this far from the lid. We were so tight on storage last year, everywhere, the whole year. So that's been a ordeal to get out. We did have all this clean 2 weeks ago. I'm sure you don't believe me, but pricing out another one of these bins. Pretty excited for that. We last 2 years we've shipped out as much corn at harvest as we've stored, drying it and loading away and renting bins in the neighborhood. A lot of wasted man hours moving corn around twice. Hopefully we can swing building some bins to kind of save that. I'd really like to see that style dryer go. She was on fire twice last year. Someday it's gonna go for us, but not this year anyway. Make good content. That's about it. Well, we got the headlands put on. Get out and dig some seed. Never really want to adjust or confirm your settings on a headland, because normally they're worked 2 or 3 more times than the rest of the field. The trash has been driven over a bunch more, so yeah, just make sure you're doing a good job on the headlands, but don't set for the field on a headland. So lots of moisture there now with that rain. I probably could set it shallower, but it's not going to hurt them to be this deep. This is pretty sandy soil, so it's not going to crust over and have emergence issues if we do get a pounding rain. But I'm worried if I go shallower too, I'll have more beans on top with the trash. This was just vertical tilled, so it's not just trash on top now, it's incorporated in. So running the trash whippers more aggressive isn't really going to help me much. It'll push, I have them just pushing the top stuff away, but there's going to be stalks in the trench now with it being incorporated, so I'd like to get that out of there. I'd have to be going as deep as my upper discs, and then you just ridge and you'll never get the bottom pods when you go to combine it. Do a walk around, visualize, confirm that nothing's going wrong, make sure that our MacGyver's holding up. To see it in there. We'll do the same thing on this one, so hasn't moved depth at all, so that's good. Cool. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Kind of a nice long open field. I might throw the drone up. It's been a while since I've done that. Put the drone up and there's a recreational airplane cruising around, so I'm gonna stay low altitude, sir. You stay high altitude. We won't have any issues. today. 65 acres planted. The seed in the planter should have done 74, but I planted 5 acres last night, so 70. I've still got seed in the planter, but I didn't get the totes even. Farmer left his loader tractor with a skid of bags. Get them lifted up, and I'm not gonna put all the bags in because he wants the planter empty to switch varieties to it for the next field, but see how close to empty we can get it and go from there. See if I can figure out how to run it. It's the wrong shade of green for me. That's cinematic photography. That's my bad, guys. I didn't even bring my phone out with me to do the math, but each bag has 140,000 seeds in it. At least the standard bag. I got messed up with IP beans the other day. They had 110,000 seeds in a bag, so that had my numbers a little whacked. But 140,000 seeds. We're planting 170,000 seeds an acre. So I'm going to be for sure 5 acres short. So I need to put in at least 6 bags, if not 7, for sure, to even come close to finishing the field. So I think I'm going to put 5 in for now and throw a couple on the deck, just because planning from the far end, I'd have to drive all the way back here for 1 or 2 bags. I'll throw some on the platform and drop them off, and when I don't need them at the end. But yeah, I don't think I've ever explained that. 140,000 seeds. Population that we plant always changes, but for the most part, they kept this pretty standard. Hey, should be good. Back scratcher. This is a back scratcher. Ugh. Definitely gonna have to shower tonight now. There. Put a full bag on the empty bags so they don't blow away. I always leave the empty bags with the farmer, just so there's no discrepancies of if I used the seed or not. It's happened before. Let's go get this wrapped up. I've got a herd of cobra chickens closing in on me. Oh man, they got me surrounded. Actually, I've got at least 5 acres. I've only got 4 bags. We'll see. Bugs are brutal. We're in the swampland now. Usually some of the last ground we always plant, and there's been years where we do it in the middle of June and you dread getting out of the tractor this time of night. They just swarm you. Well, we were unsuccessful. Now we gotta go all the way back across the field to get more bags. We're at 74 acres, and I've got a round and a half left. Well, a full round, I should say. Math ain't math. I'm not going to complain about having to go back for a few more bags. Look at that sunset. Days like this are good days of farming. Not overbooked. Get a respectable amount done for the day, a productive amount. Phone wasn't blowing up all day. Today was a good day. I enjoy days like today. Get this wrapped up and head home for the night. Yeah, rain today. And I looked again. Rain all day tomorrow, so there won't be any cutting tomorrow. It'll be Sunday that we start cutting to chop for Monday. So that'll probably be the next video, and we'll see what comes of it, I guess. Well, I appreciate everybody watching, as always, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys later.